Well, it's time to tie our cucumbers to the strings so they can wrap themselves around it and climb. In so doing, I've got a string above up here all the way for it to fasten to. The string is attached to a hook here and wrapped in 6-inch intervals where it's adjustable. You can reuse the hooks and the string through the years, but you have to adjust them as you go. And to hold the strings in the ground with a little bit of tension on them, we put these staples, ground staples, on the end of the string and stick them in the ground to make a little bit of tension to keep the strings in place. And these strings makes it possible for the cucumber to just climb right up a string. They will attach themselves to them so the cucumbers don't be on the ground. Because if they lay on the ground, they always have a yellow stripe where they lay on. If they're up in the air, well, they'll turn green all the way around. And when they're fastened up, they're a lot easier to pick, because you can pick up here somewhere and not have to get down there.
Good spring morning to everybody. I'm Jeanette and you're visiting the Neal's Homestead. In our high tunnel / greenhouse number 4, we have around 140 tomato plants. They've been tied up once, but it's time to tie them up again because they are doing great and really growing. And if I don't get them tied up soon, they're going to start falling over, and then it's a little bit harder to get them tied up and make them look right. Today I want to share with you one of my little favorite tools that I use to do a job like this, and it's tiny but it's valuable. In Johnny's seed catalog a couple of years ago, I spied these little scissors, and I thought that they looked really good. They have a spring right here so that they open themselves back up, and they cost quite a bit of money, but I decided to go ahead and buy it and see how it went, and I'm really glad I did. Well, I already showed you about the little spring right here, and then I'll show you some other aspects about it. It has this interesting little handle here that you can put 2 fingers in. I guess you can choose which 2 fingers, whether, I think I usually put these 2 fingers in, and then it has this little handle that goes for your thumb. It has a little hook that swivels around right here, which matches with a little post that's right there. So when you close it, you can catch that post and it keeps them closed. They're quite sharp and they really do a good job of cutting. And it's very easy to use them. All you have to do is move your thumb back and forth, and they automatically open up again. I cut a length of string that's plenty long so that I have enough reach when I want to cut something. I can reach out. It's not constrained up here, so it's got to be plenty long, and then I can tie it right here. It has a little open place right here. You have to actually tie it tight around here so that it's secure and it can't fall off. And tie the 2 ends together and slip it around your neck, and there it is, hanging very nicely, available. You don't have to try to keep it in your pocket. You don't lay it on the ground and try to have to find it. It's always just right here hanging on you. When I cut a string, all I have to do is reach up and snip, and it's cut. I can cut a fairly long length of string and then just work from one end and cut it off as I go. That's very handy instead of cutting a lot of shorter strings and having to keep up with them. It's actually better to work with dry tomato plants. Don't work with them while they're wet. But I needed to come out here before the sun got too bright in this greenhouse, and it's already getting too bright, so I'll close off the video here. I would recommend getting this set of scissors. I also want to say I'm not being paid by this. I'm only giving my opinion on a product, and I think it's well worth it, even though it is a little bit expensive for a tiny pair of scissors.